Here we go. Chris Rowney plays the ball down the right hand side looking for Lewis Gilboy. Headed clear by Baines. Gilboy again, and the ball knocked away from him, out for a Berry throw on the far side. As the grey skies descend over the Cumbrian fells, Matty Williams will line up to take the throw in front of the Holker dugout. Can't find a sky blue shirt. Berry in their away kit of sky blue and chocolate. The ball's played into the middle towards Gilboy, but he was offside. The Holker goalkeeper, William Stanway. I don't think I've ever seen Williams spelt like that. W-Y-L-L-I-A-M. That's a new one.
Younger brother of the England and Manchester City women's winger, or forward, should I say, George Stanway.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Every day's a school day.
Stanway family well known in these parts.
Throw in from Matty Williams, headed on by Ben Wharton, who was the Bury AFC Player of the Month for October, and richly deserved. He got my vote, I know that.
Certainly did.
He's made a real impact since he joined us,
and not just with goals, Morris, but with I think it was 5 assists in the last 3 games of October, and I know we got 3 assists at St Helens a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, his link-up play's been absolutely first rate. A couple of Man of the Match awards I've given him as well, as the ball's played across the middle of the park when too much pace on it, ball's out for a Berry throw. Matty Williams takes it quickly to John O'Hunt, gets it back, turns, plays it forward, but ball's cut out there by Dawson. Berry win it back. Here's Harry Brazell on the halfway line, plays it down the right hand side, takes a bit of a deflection off Gilboy, so it's out for a Holker throw. Here's Jimmy Moore, who intercepts the ball well, and you can see the ball hang up in this wind. The wind's blowing from left to right, so it's into the faces of the Berry players as they kick uphill in this first half. Ball's played back to Stanway in the Holker goal. Long ball forward, Jimmy Moore tussling with it inside the centre circle. Referee gives a free kick for the foul on Sean Patterson. Holker playing with the wind. They're wearing green shirts, white shorts and green socks. Berry, as I say, in chocolate and sky blue. Here's McCracken. Good challenge in there by Lewis Gilboy. Concedes the throw, but stop the ball going down the Holker left. If you are listening in to us, send us a tweet at Roach Valley Radio on Twitter, or you can get us on Facebook and Carrier Pigeon, Instagram.
Email.
Yep. Snail mail. Wells Fargo will accept. Ball forward there from Chris Rowney looking for Greaves, but again the ball just held up in the wind and the Berry striker couldn't get onto it. Holker in possession on the halfway line. Hodgson slipped there as he played it, but he managed to get the ball away to the left hand side. Appeals for a penalty there, challenged by Gilboy on Dawson, but referee Mr. Roberts was having absolutely none of that. Holker get it clear up towards halfway, trying to play down the left hand side. Ball's out for a Berry throw though. Mr. Denton, I should have said, not Mr. Roberts. His first name is Robert.
Yeah, he wasn't unmoved by that one.
I don't think there was anything in the challenge from Lewis Gilboy. as I said, send us a tweet, let us know where you're listening from. I know my daughter and Tom Greaves is through on goal. Offside flag's gone up. But he was on it like a flash though, Tom Greaves.
Afternoon to Stuart in Ealing, Gary White in Nottingham, Oscar and Barbara in Northampton, Jamie in Newcastle. Donna Nuttall's listening as well.
John Cranshaw is listening in, and my daughter Sarah and my grandson Kian are listening in. So good afternoon. Hope you've been a good boy, Kian. He was at his football training this morning. As the ball's played over the top, and it's going to go all the way through to Jack Atkinson, who's wearing red shirt, red shorts and fluorescent pink socks. But look how much that ball holds up in the wind. I think we should be trying to play it out from the back rather than Jack trying to lump it forward. Second half, that will be an asset, but first half, get it on the deck, play it forward, try and keep it down.
Definitely.
Throw into Holker on the far side to be taken by Baines. Berry get the ball forward, but can't find Tom Greaves. Here's Baines, the left back. Tries to play it forward, but it's cut out by Rowney. Greaves is underneath it, gets a touch to it, and Wharton just couldn't make it, but here's Ibrahim. Finds Rowney. Now Moore. Goes down the left looking for O'Brien, but again the ball hangs up in the wind and it just carries it out for a Holker throw.
You can see the assistant's flag certainly going in the wind.
Yeah, it's
just in front of us.
Man, it looks like a good stiff breeze would blow that linesman halfway down the Files coast. We do have a number of fans that are blocking our view down this left-hand side, but we'll do our best. I might try and just stand a bit further forward and try and keep an eye out, as we've got a replacement ball.
Looks like it's a Berry free kick, left of centre, to be taken by Chris Rowney.
It's about 20 yards inside the Holker half, left-hand side. Rowney delivers, keeps it as flat as he can, but no Berry player able to get on the end of it, and it's an easy take for the goalkeeper. Here's Baines. Finds Watkin. Finds Mellon, the skipper for Holker, but his ball forward's well cut out by Jimmy Moore, who brings it forward down the left-hand side looking for O'Brien. Finds him, plays the ball into the middle, and Greaves gets a touch but can't get any power on it and just directs it towards the near post where the goalkeeper Stanway can gather it quite easily. As you can hear, the wind is blowing across our microphones, and unfortunately we can't do much about that as the ball's played down the right-hand side for Holker. Here's McCracken trying to get past Ayo Ibrahim, and Jimmy Moore there tidies up, knocks the ball away from Patterson, out for a Holker throw. Aimson comes forward to take the throw, wearing number 2. Some nifty footwork there by Hodgson, but Jimmy Moore was having none of it. Puts the ball out for another throw, which Amerson will take again. Goes short, finds McCracken, who delivers it in, left-footed. It's headed away, and that's going to be a corner to Holker. First corner of the game.
Yeah, it is. I don't think Jimmy Moore thought it was a corner, but that's what the referee's given, and it's going to be Hodgson to take it. He's taking it short. It's cut back to Hodgson, who's whipped it into the box, and Jimmy Moore there again to clear.
That was the right thing to do with the wind swirling around the way it is. Safety first under these conditions, I think. Interesting to note that the corner taker kept it very flat, and does so again. And it's
great save from Atkinson there.
Atkinson with a terrific reflex save. Very get the ball clear, but it's not fully cleared. Appeals for offside, not given. Ball's lifted into the middle, headed away by John O'Hunt. That should be a goal kick because it did come off the Holker centre forward Patterson. But a really good reaction there by Jack Atkinson. And the Holker forwards are pressing high, but Bury are opting to try and keep it low. Here's Brazell, plays it forward, looking for the run from Greaves. Cut out though by Allington. Holker on the attack again, but it breaks down. Harry Brazell tried to find Gilboy, but a challenge came in and the ball goes out off Gilboy. Throw in Holker, still goalless here at Rakesmoor Lane.
Still 0-0 between 1874 Northwich and Ramsbottom United. Same score between Radcliffe and Mickleover.
You were saying about they who will never be named on this programme in the FA Cup tomorrow. Stockport have sold 5,000 tickets for that match.
They certainly have.
Oh, Jack Atkinson, the ball seemed to skid up off the turf and into his chest and away for a corner, but he was right behind it. It was a bit of a I'm not sure how much pace was on that ball as it came up off the turf. It's going to be McCracken again to take the corner. He's got Patterson close to him. Bury have got two defenders back over covering as they go near post. And Bury defending well. That's a good play, and referee's given a free kick against Matty Williams.
I think the assistant actually flagged for
a corner. Is he giving it?
No, it is.
No, he's giving.
Oh no, it is a corner.
It is, yeah. So again, it'll be McCracken to deliver. Again, he goes near post. Ball's not cleared. Patterson back out to the winger. Deep cross into the far side. Far too much on it. Wind carries it behind for a Bury goal kick.
I think that's probably going to be the theme of corners. Well, certainly we've seen from Holker in the opening stages that they're going to the near post. I assume that's not to risk wasting it, and sort of, as we saw there, it just flying over and going out there from Patterson.
Here's O'Brien for Bury. Ibrahim, again the ball hangs up in the wind. Good control there from Ben Watt. That was a lovely piece of skill. He was bundled over there, but the referee gives nothing for it. Holker trying to build through the middle, but Bury have got two men there, and a challenge there by Rowney on the number 10 Hodgson, who goes down in a heap. Jack Atkinson immediately barking out his orders how he wants the wall to be set up.
Chris Rowney getting a talking to there by the referee, but no card brandished. fans around us expecting. I think is it Hodgson that's got
it is Hodgson, the player who was fouled, who's going to take this. It's probably a good 30 yards out, left of centre.
It's a 3-man Barry wall, 2-man Barry wall, I should say. As the free kick
Goes
comes
for
over,
goal.
oh, just wide.
Wide of the left-hand side of Jack Atkinson's posts. Again, we've had to have another replacement ball. It's going to be worse than the Nuven for that, I think, Adam.
Well, yeah, it's certainly got 3 sides that it can go out of. There's a sort of netting away to our left that stops it going into the main road. Well, I say main road.
Yeah.
Stops it going into the road.
Yeah. I think our street's wider than that main road.
Certainly is an interesting lead up to a football ground.
Yeah. It reminds me of back in the 80s. As again the ball just hangs up in that wind. And, Matty Williams is fouled on the far side, but Bury get a free kick.
What do you think stopping them playing it out from the back? Do you think for Bury, from a Bury perspective?
I'm not sure, but if I was Andy Welch, I'd be telling Jack Atkinson and the 2 centre halves that's how I want it done. You know, because every time the ball is launched up into the air, the wind is catching it, it's holding it, he's not getting any distance on it. So play it down on the deck.
Don't forget today's Barrow AFC coverage on Roachfeller Radio, as always, is brought to you by RC Solutions Pitch Care, first choice for all your turf needs. You can head to their website, rcsolutionsPitchCare.co.uk, for more information. And we must say the pitch here, Morris, is looking rather well given the rain recently. Yeah,
well, apparently they spent £15,000 on this pitch during the close season, and I mean that's a huge amount of money for any football club at this level. And, but as you say, Adam, quite rightly, it's in magnificent condition. And apparently Barrow FC train on this pitch.
Oh, right, okay. Or maybe there was a bit of input there for the
possibly
for the funds.
Yeah.
Rowney is in possession. Ibrahim down towards Danny O'Brien.
Oh, he's left the fullback for dead there.
Yeah, the pace of O'Brien's done that there, and the fullback knocks that out. A fullback, Aimson, puts that out for a throw-in. It's going to be taken by A.O. Ibrahim. Not a role he often takes up, taking the throw-ins. O'Brien, it's deflected, but he's managed to regain the possession as A.O. Ibrahim. It's now with Holker. Patterson put it out to this near side. Ibrahim's looking to defend.
Brilliant challenge. Super challenge by A.O. Ibrahim. He wasn't letting the winger McCracken get down that right hand side. Fullback's going to have to bring it back about 20 yards from where the ball had rolled in the wind.
I was going to say, I still think it was further up the pitch there, Morris.
Ibrahim with an interception does well. Ball's played forward. Ben Wharton with a solid challenge there on Aimson. Ball's out for a Holker throw though.
The fullback there just saying something about the wind as he took that throw in, but Wharton dispossessed there for Bury, and Holker again coming down the left, but Rowney manages to cut out Lewis Gilboy there.
Wins the throw in. It was a good challenge by Baines, but throw in's going to go to Bury.
Not seen too much of Gilboy on the ball so far this afternoon.
If anyone who's listening remembers the old pitch up in Turn Village, that's the kind of locality that we're in. It's very very slopey, very exposed. And I spent 2 or 3 very happy seasons playing for Turn Village, out the Plane Tree Inn. But I tell you what, in the depths of winter, it was cold. You think Oldham's cold? It was worse than Oldham. Made Oldham look like the Copacabana.
That's certainly saying something there as Ibrahim lines up this Berry throw.
I thought Berry could have been a bit quicker to react to that. Ibrahim does well. Greaves. O'Brien goes past one. He was fouled as he got past Kevin Watkin there.
Yeah, the player manager of Holker Old Boys there with the challenge.
Chris Rowney will take the free kick. 4 or 5 yards into the Holker half. As Berry kick up this slope. Looks for Wharton. It's headed clear. Picked up by Hodgson. Now McCracken, and a good challenge in there by Ibrahim. Holker still in possession through McCracken. Aimson I should say. Oh, great challenge there by Io Ibrahim. Jimmy Moore did the right thing then. He was tempted to knock it back there to Jack Atkinson, but turned away. Turned his man and Berry got the ball forward. Free kick for a foul on O'Brien.
Not too sure about that one, to be honest with you, Morris. It looks a bit of a 50-50.
I couldn't really see because I've got a large Johnny Greenhalgh like obstacle in my way.
It's going to be Chris Rowney with the free kick on the left-hand side.
Just need a running repair to one of the Berry players. Not quite sure. It's the physio's coming on. Has he got a bit of a cut or something?
Yeah, possibly. I think it's O'Brien. It looks like something on the side of his knee.
Yeah, I think that's blood. But,
yeah. Hodgson is going to go and take a drink on for Holker.
Still goalless.
Is indeed. Still goalless between Ramsbottom and 1874 Northwich and Radcliffe.
Oldham are a goal down to Ipswich. Wes Burns with the opening for the Tractor Boys.
Altrincham 0-0 away at Gateshead as O'Brien continues to receive some treatment.
It's going to be interesting because there's no two ways about it. They're going to have to put these floodlights on, and there's 9 actual bulbs on each side, and that's going to be interesting in the second half as we get towards the close of play. And O'Brien's got a hobble off, but I think the physio signal that he's going to be okay. He has to go off because he's had treatment on the pitch.
Tom from Leeds has sent us a tweet saying any Berry supporter there today. Oh wait, I'll finish the tweet after the free kick as Rowney lines up to take it.
Very close to the goalkeeper who takes it well, then falls over his own defender.
So Tom in Leeds was saying It's talking about how the weather is foul in Leeds. He says he's hunkered down in front of the fire to listen in, and he says any Bury supporter there today should get a free drink and pie on Tuesday. Incredible loyalty on a day like today.
Absolutely. But that's one of the great things about AFC is the commitment of the fans. As the ball's played into the middle, Ibrahim can't get it clear, but brilliant defending by Jimmy Moore. Just threw himself in front of the ball, and the ball deflects out for a corner on the Holker right. Danny O'Brien's back into the fray.
Afternoon to Carlin Ratcliffe and Heath the South Wales Shaker, who sent us a tweet, and John Hardman listening in from Sevenoaks.
It's going to be McCracken again to take this corner. Goes near post, straight into the arms of the waiting Jack Atkinson, who tries to clear the ball upfield. Just about makes it to halfway.
Oh, and the ball took a turn in the wind there, and Jack Atkinson had to make a move to save, but the referee's adjudged that he's slid the ball out, and that's going to be a corner. As you can see, the wind's still present as Holker come to take this corner. It's going to be McGladdery this time to whip the corner in. It's gone near post, round it clears. Lewis Gilboy now has got it on the edge of the area, tries to lay it to Brazell, and he does. Brazell picks it up well on the left hand side, just in front of our position, through the legs of Allington.
That was a good challenge though by Allington to win the ball back for Holker. Here's McCracken.
It's Tom Greaves and Ayo Ibrahim slip in.
Well, I noticed Chris Rowney did that after the free kick.
That was synchronised though between Ayo Ibrahim and Tom Greaves. The floodlights beginning to be switched on the far side.
The gerbil's on his wheel.
I was going to say 7 out of the 9 bulbs are on. Ayo Ibrahim now. Poor ball given away there by Holker as Brazell comes forward, looking for the run of Williams, and he finds him on that right hand side.
It's a good run that by Matthew Williams. A brilliant run. He's got past 2 men there. Ball into the middle.
In. O'Brien's picked it up on the left hand corner of the area, laid it back to Rowney. Cross comes in towards I think that was it was Gilboy, apologies. And Gilboy and Stanway clashing there, and Stanway giving some to Ben Wharton there.
Have you noticed that Tom Greaves is trying to recreate his goal against Pilkington by sort of standing back behind the keeper?
I know he said. I think he said on Facebook after the after that game that he tried that a million times before and it's never come off. So
great challenge by John O'Moore there on Tom Dawson. Bury have a throw on the far side.
8 out of the 9 bulbs are lit. You can just see the one singular bulb not lit on the far side as the Bury fans encourage the team on, throwing on the far side. Just heading towards the half-hour mark, still 0-0.
Good ball from Greaves to find Wharton. And, ball cleared by the defender off Wharton for a Holker goal kick. Still goalless here at Rakesmoor Lane, where it's cold and windy, but thankfully the rain has abated. And Stanway lines up, takes the goal kick, gets some distance on it. Great header by John O'Hunt. Here's Brazell, edge of the centre circle, goes right, finds Matty Williams, who sprints forward, finds Gilboy on the right, and then Gilboy sent crashing to the ground. Bury will have a free kick just outside the right hand side of the area. I think that was worthy of a yellow, because he made no attempt to play the ball.
Yeah, definitely.
He was just stopping Gilboy going past him to get the crossing.
He's injured himself, the Holker player in question, although he's now getting back up. Mickleover have taken the lead against Radcliffe.
It was Dawson with the challenge, the left winger. Again, Chris Rowney goes to take the set piece from the right hand side. Two-man wall for the home side. Brazil loitering with intent on the edge of the area. As the ball comes in, it's pushed away by the keeper, and he does well to get it at the second attempt. Long kick out, that should find Hodgson, and does. He's right on the line. Good challenge by Harry Brazil at the expense of a throw-in for Holker. Is Amison, McCracken, Amison again, looks to play it in left-footed, headed away by Hunt up towards Wharton, and Wharton shrugged off the ball there. Great challenge, and then a foul on Matty Williams by the number 11 Dawson. Another Berry free kick just outside our own 18-yard area.
It's hacked down there, Matty Williams.
Earsby was listening and he said he used to play at Turn Village when he was 10 years of age. He used to make them wear plastic bags as vests to keep warm. You could have played in a parka and you still wouldn't have been warm up there.
Ibrahim sees his... I'm not sure how that's become a Holker throwing after Ibrahim played that off a Holker player. Very, very bizarre. The Bury fans encourage the team on. As we say, Holker the best defence in the league, playing the best attack in Bury. Holker conceded just 16 goals this season, while Bury have scored 46.
Sheffield United leading at Blackburn, and Huddersfield are beating Cardiff elsewhere.
It's Ayo Ibrahim gets the throw in there, but it's cleared away by Holker. Moore lets that run over his head.
Good shout by Jack Atkinson. Well, he's going to try and kick it long again. I mean, if you look at the corner flag on the far side, how quickly that's blowing.
See, it's just been taken in the wind there.
And he's not even reaching the edge of the centre circle, or he's barely reaching it. Holker back in possession. Ball played down the right hand side, but far too much on it. It's going to go out for a goal kick. We really need to start playing it out in this wind. You know, play it on the deck. Again, he's going to kick it. Ball goes out for a throw-in, but it didn't even reach the edge of the centre circle. Throw-in's taken as the wind starts to pick up. Here's Gilboy. The ball comes off Patterson for a Bury throw. Halfway inside our own half. Right-hand side, Matty Williams to take it. Williams again with the ball forward. Greaves chasing after it, almost got onto the end of it. Ball's cleared, but Ibrahim is there against McCracken, holds him up well. Amerson though, our ball cut out not once but twice. Greaves, lovely ball for O'Brien down the left hand side. He can't get on the end of it though because the defender Amerson came across, and then foul given against Harry Brazel just inside the Holker half.
Stephen sent us a tweet saying please say hello to my boys Tolly and Asher, who are both Bury fans, and Colin and Colwyn Bay is tuning in as well.
Afternoon boys, hope you're well.
Probably a lot warmer than we are at the minute.
Yep. And looking forward to Christmas, no doubt. The tickets for the game on the 27th away at Steeton are now on sale.
As are, I believe, Campion as well, which is the week prior, so plenty to get in.
That's the Saturday before Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the 18th.
right, yeah. Don't forget, you can stay in the warmth and listen to the game on Roach Valley Radio.
Yeah, we'll do all the hard work for you, won't we?
Yeah.
Won't we?
Yeah, definitely. As Bury come forward.
What's Santa Claus going to bring you this year, Adam?
Well, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you, Morris. It's I'll have to wait and see on that one.
The ball's played wide towards McCracken. Tries to go around Ibrahim. Ibrahim with a wonderful challenge, then tidied up between Rowney and Jimmy Moore. And a strange clearance by one of the Holker defenders. It's actually gone out for a Bury throw deep inside their own territory. Here's Greaves, gets on the end of it. Ball played across, too high for Ben Wharton. And the goalkeeper has to bring it back inside his own penalty area, then dive on it as Gilboy was preparing to make a challenge. Stanway with a long click from the edge of his area. Miscontrolled by Patterson. Ayo Ibrahim just knocks the ball out for a Holker throw-in under pressure from McCracken and Patterson. Just waiting for yet another ball from the far dugouts. Nice touch there by Danny O'Brien to bring the ball under control. Amerson with the throw for Holker. Goes short, finds McGladdery. Ball crossed in, headed away by John O'Hunt. Dawson on the far side, forced away from goal. Gilboy with a super challenge, picked up by Brazel. Ball played forward, Greaves is after it, but the goalkeeper's got to be 30-40 yards out of his goal there. Launches it downfield, and it just takes one bounce and skips over the wall behind Jack Atkinson's goal for a Bury goal kick. Still goalless.
In what is very windy conditions, as you can hear this afternoon, Jack Atkinson lines up this goal kick.
Chelsea a goal up against Burnley.
It is really, I suppose.
Atkinson again with the goal kick. Gets a little bit more distance on that one, but again the ball just holds up. Wharton couldn't bring it down properly, but well won back by John O'Hunt. Sets Gilboy away down the right hand side. Up against Bain, sends him one way, then the other, and then defender does well, gets across Gilboy. Bury keep the ball in play. No, they don't. Does he give it offside or has he given a throw in? he's given the throw in. But it will be a Bury throw.
It's not. It looks like it's going to be a.
It's going to be a Bury throw.
No, it's not. The referee's signalling the opposite. Oh, he wants
him back.
Afternoon to Clive Ingram, who's tuning in from an overcast Wolverhampton.
Afternoon, Clive. Hope you're well, sir. Known Clive for a long, long time. Proper Shakers fan.
An afternoon to Andy Pate as well, who's sent us an email. So once it loads up, I'll be able to read it out for you.
Another throw for Bury on the right-hand side. We just can't seem to get the ball down and actually get shots away. If we could get to 0-0 at half-time in this wind, in these conditions, I think second half might work well in our favour.
Well, I think if the equipment can survive to half-time, it'll be
a bonus.
It'll be a good start. The rain looks like it's going to make its return, so apologies, Andy. The email will have to wait to half-time to find that one.
Well, it was a long ball forward from the Holker defence, but far too much pace on it for Hodgson to get anywhere near it. Ball's out for a Bury goal kick. 4 minutes or so remaining to half-time. As Jack Atkinson prepares to take yet another goal kick. Takes a shorter run up, gets power behind it, gets it up towards the halfway line. When Brazell fouled there by Dawson, Bury free kick. So a free kick to Bury, which John O'Hunt takes short to Williams down the right hand side, looking for the run from Wharton. Wharton does well. Ball's gone out though for a goal kick. Just couldn't get on the end of it, Ben Wharton, but he was a gallant attempt.
Certainly was.
I have to give a huge amount of credit to the 4 defenders playing in this wind. Although, you know, they could be helping the team more if they played it out along the deck, but they've stood up to the conditions manfully. As John O'Hunt heads the ball and it actually ends up behind him.
Well, Williams was there to sweep it up.
Throw in to Holker on the far side. Bury get a touch to it, knock it forward, and it's going to go all the way back to Stanway.
Right, 90 seconds to go to the break. Still 0-0.
Stanway's clearance goes out for a Bury throw. At least the keeper's easy to pick out in that all pink kit. Looks like, again, he's rocking that highlighter pen look.
I think Steaton's kit is the best one to for the highlighter pen.
Absolutely.
That's the ultimate highlighter pen kit.
Here's Gilboy. Gets a shot away, and it's again held up in the wind. Ball goes out. Danny O'Brien has chased after it. Got to it, gets the ball towards the midfield, picked up by Brazell. Brazell was fouled then. Yeah, the referee tried to play the advantage, to be fair to him, but that will be a Bury free kick. Jimmy Moore having to retrieve the ball. Interesting to note that the 2 centre halves, Jimmy Moore and John O'Hunt, are staying back. They're inside the Holker half, but they're on the edge of the centre circle.
Yeah, Ibrahim has gone forward.
Rowney to deliver, and it comes. Wharton looks to get underneath it, but can't. And then appeals for a penalty for a foul on Wharton, but referee and linesman are having none of it.
Yeah, that's correct. And Holker have won the throw-in on the left, on their left. It's down the line to Patterson. Hodgson now for Holker as he comes into the Barry half.
Super challenge there by Danny O'Brien.
Hodgson picks it up again. He looks to get it forward. Williams cuts it out. Gilboy's there now on the right hand side. He's played it into the path of Greaves. He looked to play it out to Wharton. Danny O'Brien's there to
again it looked to be a foul on
Brazell was taken out off the ball there. And Watkin
handball
appeal is adjudged to have, or did handball, penalised for it. Jack Atkinson not too impressed with the assistant's decision.
Alright, that's Jack. Jack, he can't give it from them.
Jimmy Moore from the edge of the centre circle. Ball's actually rolling in the wind, so he goes short, finds Hunt on the halfway line. Referee was having a look at his watch then as the ball comes into the middle, and it comes off the bar. I'm not sure who got that touch to it, but the ball bounces off the top of the bar, and Bury have a throw in.
Yeah, it could have been anyone, to be honest with you, Morris.
Referee blows for half-time with the scores goalless, and virtually everybody who was standing away to our left is making a beeline into the clubhouse to get out of the rain, which is now coming down in buckets.
It certainly is on what is quite a cold, wet, probably the worst Cumbrian afternoon we've ever seen, as Jack Atkinson makes his way off the pitch, the last man off. The Bury substitutes cradling in the dugout on the far side, while the Holker quartet brave the elements to have a kick around at half time. But it is, as we said, 0-0. Morris, what are the key messages do you think at half time?
Well, now that we, hopefully we will be kicking with the wind behind our backs, we can start peppering this goalkeeper with a few shots, because we've done really well. As I said just before half time, the 4 lads across the back have done superbly in these conditions to cope in this horrendous wind, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Jack Atkinson, if he was kicking out of his hands, actually having a pop at goal. Such is the ferocity of the wind here.
Yeah, definitely. It's certainly blowing a gale. Let's bring you some other half-time scores, starting with our
Oldham have equalised at Ipswich.
And it is half-time, Ratcliffe 0, Mickleover 1. I can now read Andy Pate's email that has come up. He said, afternoon gents, missed the first 25 minutes. We'll be happy with a scrappy 1-0 win today. I can hear the strong wind on your commentary. Well, I think it's only got ever so stronger in the last sort of 90 seconds, Andy. John Cronshaw's also sent us an email saying, thanks for the mention. George is listening in Liverpool, and he's also said if we can mention the Andy Bishop and Gareth Seddon night, which is taking place next Thursday, which I've certainly got my tickets for, and Morris, I know you definitely have, as Morris's team sheet goes flying.
Grab that for us, kid, will you?
And he
It's there behind you.
and he said, John also says, there are only a few tickets left, so do buy them quickly to avoid disappointment. Has it been confirmed if you're comparing that one, Morris?
I don't know. I won't know until Monday afternoon. Hopefully, I will be looking forward to it because obviously I know Bish quite well, and I'll be very disappointed if I can't get that evening off. But we're quite busy at work at the moment. But fingers crossed, all being well. Wind in the right direction.
It certainly is coming down. A couple of tweets, or one other tweet has just come in from Tom in Leeds, and he says AFC Blackpool beating Golker by 2-1 at the break. He says, come on Berry, this could be a massive day. It's half time, 1874 Northwich 0, Ramsbottom United 0. Let's bring you some other half time scores. Starting in the Premier League, it finished earlier on. Manchester United 0, Manchester City 2, Brentford 0, Norwich 2, Chelsea 1, Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 0, Wolves 0. Brighton against Newcastle is the late kick-off at 5:30. It finished earlier on. Scunthorpe 0, Doncaster 1, Gillingham 1, Cheltenham 1, Wimbledon 1, Guiseley 0, Bournemouth 1, Eastleigh 0, Bradford 1, Exeter 0, Carlisle 0, Horsham 0, Charlton 0, Hampton Waterlooville 0, Chesterfield 2, Southend 1, Crawley 1, Tranmere 0, Crewe 0, Swindon 1, FC Halifax Town 4, Maidenhead 3 at half time.
Oh, entertaining.
Fleetwood 1, Burton 1, Gateshead 0, Altrincham 0, Harrogate 0, Wrexham 1, Hartlepool 0, Wickham 0, Hayes and Yeading 0, Sutton 0, Ipswich 1, Oldham 1, Kidderminster 0, Grimsby 0, Kingsley 0, Walsall 1, Leyton Orient 1, Ebbsfleet 0, Lincoln 0, Bowers and Pitsea 0, MK Dons 1, Stevenage 0, Morecambe 0, Newport 0, Northampton 2, Cambridge 1, Port Vale 1, Accrington 0, Portsmouth 1, Harrow Borough 0, Rotherham 2, Bramley 0, Sunderland 0, Mansfield 1, Wigan 1, Solihull Moors 0, Yatetown 0, Yeovil 3, and York 0, Buxton 0. Banbury against Barrow is on at 5:15. I know that's quite a game to be, or quite a popular game around these parts. As this wind and rain isn't letting up in any way, Morris. Do you think there's something for the officials to be concerned about?
No.
No,
I don't think so. At this level, I think they'll play it because the pitch is playable. It's just you do have to adapt to the conditions, but I think I would be extremely annoyed and disappointed if the game was abandoned due to wind and rain.
Well, we'll continue with the scores in the Championship. Bournemouth 1, Swansea 0, Barnsley 0, Hull 1. Blackburn 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Cardiff 0, Huddersfield 1, Coventry 0, Bristol City 1, Luton 0, Stoke 1, Millwall 1, Derby 1, Nottingham Forest 2, Preston 0, Peterborough 0, Fulham 0, West Brom 1, Middlesbrough. West Brom 0, Middlesbrough 1, Birmingham 1, Reading 0, and Blackpool against QPR is at 5:30. In fact, on the way up here on the M6 today, there was a couple of QPR fans making the trip up early. I know they saw him spurring off towards the M55. Just a few selected scores in the National League North. It's Curzon Ashton 1, AFC Fylde 0, Chester 1, Boston 0, and Hereford 0, Chorley 0. And as we said, Ramsbottom United 0-0 against 1874 Northwich, and Mickleover 1-0 down. Mickleover 1-0 up at Radcliffe, as this wind and rain isn't doing good for anyone, and the Bury players still remaining in that.
I don't blame
in
them.
That dugout. The Holker substitute playing, kicking the ball around with the mascots and ball boys that were out on the pitch earlier on.
They're having a little penalty shootout, those youngsters.
It's well saved by the.
I noticed the
keeper there.
One of the early kick-offs that finished Scunthorpe 0, Doncaster 1. Keith Hill He's
He
back
has.
in football as manager of Scunthorpe, so well known around our locale.
He talked about Stockport earlier on. They've just appointed Dave Challoner.
Dave Challoner, former Bury player, of course, yeah.
I think he's obviously just left Hartlepool, and there was obviously I think Challoner had that interest in the Stockport job, a former Stockport player as well. He played with, funnily enough, played with Andy Welsh and Phil Carrat at Edgeley Park. So this wind and rain is certainly coming at us from all angles. It's
coming down sideways.
It's safe to say the equipment is safe, so we shouldn't lose you at any point of the broadcast this afternoon. Just coming towards 4 o'clock on this Saturday afternoon here in Barrow. Second half commentary on the way of Holker Old Boys against Bury AFC. Bury back in action at the Newman Stadium on Tuesday. We've got live and inclusive commentary of that as they host AFC. Blackpool have also got commentary of Ratcliffe's away fixture at Ashton United. Joe Heaton and Theo Hewson Betts will be bringing you that one. So plenty of weather coming, or plenty of sport coming your way.
There's plenty of weather coming our way.
Plenty of that, as well as plenty of sport coming your way on Roach Valley Radio over the next week or so. And we've also got Ratcliffe back in the FA Trophy next weekend as they host Nuneaton. So that's all to come over the next week or so.
I'm looking forward to the Blackpool game. I think that's going to be an entertaining game.
Yeah, it's certainly with them 2-1 up at Golker at the moment. That could make for an interesting one.
They could do us a big favour by beating Golker today.
Yeah, it's certainly could be an interesting one. I know there's quite a few teams in and around the top 5 of the table that are sort of trying to close into the sort of top spot that Bury currently occupy. So it will be interesting to see how the second half starts here. A good job. The front cover of my notebook is
solid.
It's solid. It's a hard pack because it would be absolutely sodden at the minute. It's
John Watson never has to put up with this.
I know,
Martin Tyler.
It's going to be second half. Hopefully, it's going to start relatively shortly because it's trying to fill the time. 3 of this is an interesting one. It's certainly the covered areas here at
I'm glad we've
Rakes Moor Lane.
I'm glad we've got this little bit of shelter.
Are certainly being utilised. I don't think we've ever seen a non-league stand so full.
No.
away to our left.
And the good thing is the wind will be blowing into the back of that, so they won't have that wind blowing into their faces like we currently have.
It's far from ideal conditions this afternoon. If you are listening, do send us a tweet at Roach Valley Radio.
I think 1 or 2 bonfires might be in jeopardy tonight.
I was going to say, if there's, I know there's a big one up at Woodbank tonight. I know there's a couple of others on in the area. I know Roach Valley Radio are at Northern Cricket Club tonight, so if you're heading there, their music is provided by Roach Valley Radio. So if you are around there, then do go and say hello to our intrepid team. I'm not too sure what if it's back like this over.
Wrap up warm.
I was going to say, I don't know whether it is like this back in Bury, but if anyone is in Bury, do let us know if you're facing the same wind and rain conditions that we are.
Crikey, it's absolutely slating it down now.
certainly is, and I'm going to take evasive action myself by putting the
notebook away.
Putting the notebook away for the moment. Hopefully the players will return for the start of this second half, but they are the lucky ones in this, because they're in the shelter. The Bury fans away to our right, making a noise. I was going to say the team should be back on their way out as we just hit 4 o'clock on this Saturday afternoon in deepest, wettest
West Cumbria.
Yeah, it's. I was jokingly saying to
lads are out now.
Bury's matchday secretary Andy Corns prior to kick-off here. I hope we don't have to come back in November ever again. If anyone at the North West Counties League is listening this afternoon, I think it's going to be an interesting second half.
Well, the wind and the rain have been so bad. I've been trying to slot my team sheet into a plastic cover all through half time, and I've not been able to do it yet. I'm nearly there.
The conditions on this here this afternoon are dire. So I'm going to attempt to go the second half certainly for the initial few minutes without a team sheet or a notebook, but such is the weather this afternoon.
I tell you what, I could do with some windscreen wipers on my glasses. Crikey.
It is certainly coming down. The referee, he's going to start this second half as planned. Well, this is certainly a first on Roach Valley Radio. If you can still hear us, it is absolutely teeming it down in West Cumbria, and we are back underway.
Well, one of the Holker midfielders has just tried to play a ball forward, and he got more bend on it than Cafu.
Well, it is, I'm going to say, safe to say it's the worst conditions I've ever known in a football ground. Very in possession on the right hand side, Gilboy.
It was a lovely touch there by Tom Greaves to find Gilboy.
I hope you can still hear us as Bury have to defend here.
Well played there by Matty Williams. As the Holker midfield get the ball cleared out for a Bury throw.
Nice to see the drums made the trip up the A590.
Bit of ping-pong in midfield there.
I was going to say half the crowd are probably in the standing terrace with us, Morris, and the other half in the stand away to our left. And I think a few people have decided to stay in the clubhouse for the second half.
Yeah,
and nor do I blame them.
No. But the funny thing is, we've got blue skies across here on the far side.
The referee has called a halt to proceedings for the moment. Well, this isn't what we need, because we've now got more time to fill. The referee has...
I tell you what, it's going to be hard work coming up here on a Tuesday night.
Let's not get to that bit yet, Morris. The Bury fans away to our right, not too impressed by this.
Well,
I'm not surprised.
You can understand why the referee's done it, because it is absolutely thumping it down.
There is the Bury players in consultation with the officials as the players go off. But debate ongoing still as with Lewis Gilboy and Tom Greaves.
The couple of the Barrow lads were staying outside because they. And suddenly it's almost like they've turned the tap off. The players are coming back out. in, out, so we'll shake it all about.
As the Holker players are back out. One of the players seems to have lost his boot for Holker on this near side. Not too sure how he did that.
I wasn't sure whether his boot just came off or whether he was tipping water out of it.
I don't think the referee, is. I don't think the officials are too sure. By the two assistants in discussion away to our left. All the Bury fans making their voice heard.
We can see a little bit of standing water on this near side in the tracks that the linesman creates running up and down the touch line.
Well, we are going to get back underway. I stopped the watch as the players left the pitch. We played 2 minutes and 9 seconds of the second half so far. As the rain has subsided ever so slightly, but the wind isn't the case. Bury kick the ball back to the Holker goalkeeper, who's going to take that goal kick, Stanway.
Ball certainly rolling slowly on the wet surface here at Rakesmoor Lane. Stanway, I bet that didn't travel 30 yards.
No, you could see the water splash up as well. Well, it'll be interesting to see whether this game is completed as Matty Williams has to defend here. It's cleared down the line.
Gilboy does really well there, gets the ball down the right hand side looking for the run from Greaves. Stanway just shepherds the ball out for a Holker goal kick. It's a very wet afternoon on the Cumbrian coast. As you can see there is standing water on the pitch. Rounding out for Bury. Gilboy now on the left-hand side, or right-hand side. He's played it into the path of Greaves, but the water stopping that. You can see it is coming up here as Holker look to get the ball forward. Hodgson. It's played that out to the right-hand side. Williams is going to defend. He's fouled by McCracken. You probably might not remember this, Adam, but we once played a game at Gig Lane on Boxing Day against Wigan that finished a 3-3 draw, and literally you could have swum on the pitch. There was so much rain that day, it was absolutely incredible.
Well, I do remember the game between Bury and Southend that was abandoned after 7 minutes. The end of the 2014-15 season. Ben Wharton with the challenge there. That's headed out by Hodgson. Williams with the throw. He's taking it on this near side.
Did well there, Matty Williams. Bury have got a throw. Right hand side, looking for some movement. Ben Wharton makes a run down the right. Goes short to Wharton. Williams delivers it in towards the edge of the box. Here's Gilboy. Turns well. Tries to get a shot away. Does. It's blocked by the defender. Ball comes back in from the left hand side. Cleared, but only as far as Rowney. Rowney with a pot. Oh, that wasn't far over the bar. Took a deflection and it's a Bury corner.
few more tweets. Tom from Leeds has been back in touch saying it sounds horrendous. Well done to you all for managing to cover this. Any danger of it being postponed? That is in the hands of the referee, that one, Tom. Steve Wolfe is tuned in as well. AFC Blackpool have added a third.
The ball is delivered in, header by Brazil, just wide. Full length diving header there from Harry Brazil as he tried to get onto the corner from Rowney. Holker are going to try and play it out from the back.
Harry Brazil now on the edge there. His shot comes in, that's deflected wide.
Craig Morley sent me a text. He said, "Have you put your big coat on today?" No, I'm stood here in a string vest. Yes, I have got my big coat on, Craig. I've about 9 layers on, and I'm still cold. I brought our Indian fan as well, my hat, my scarf. Corner to be taken from the right hand side. Greaves loitering with intent inside the 6-yard box as the ball comes in. Brazil gets a touch to it. Oh, is he giving the penalty? No, he's giving the goal kick. Big appeals for a penalty for a foul on Jimmy Moore. But referee Mr. Denton was having none of it. You can actually see sunshine on those clouds on the far.
I was going to say that the rain seems to have subsided, and the Bury fans are now braving it on the terrace away to our right, on the open terrace, I must say.
Here's John O'Hunt, plays it forward, looking for Wharton. Ball just skids past him and picked up by Stanway. Balls it out underarm. He's got Greaves breathing down his neck immediately. The ball's going to go out for a Bury throw.
Go on, Matty, keep it going.
Certainly hear the Bury fans in amongst us here as Wharton looks to flick on towards Gilboy.
Gilboy dispossesses the defender, then he is dispossessed.
Makeshift tarpaulin that we put up prior to the game is certainly...
it's almost like a sail, isn't it? Ball played into the middle towards Greaves inside the box. Greaves does well. Looking for a bit of help. Matty Williams is there. Greaves can't find him though. Ball's cleared up towards the halfway line, but Bury win it back. It's cleared away from Jimmy Moore. Holker defends, standing resolute. Rowney, Brazil, first touch lets him down a little bit, and again the ball played forward ends up almost back beyond the player that hit the ball.
O'Brien is the path of Wharton there.
Stanway does well, comes hurrying out of his goal, gets on the end of it.
I don't think I've seen conditions like it. Certainly not on a Roach Valley Radio commentary.
Gateshead 1, Altrincham 0 is the latest score in the FA Cup. Gilboy can't control the ball, ball's cleared. Bury win it back though, Jimmy Moore. Ball down the right hand side. Greaves is herring after it. Centre half goes with him, and it's going to be a throw in to Holker.
Bury win themselves another throw in.
Matty Williams with the throw in it comes, flicked on by Gilboy, cleared, but only as far as Brazell on the edge of the area. Williams does really well there, Matty Williams, but the ball's just nicked away from Rowney. Jimmy Moore was chasing after it. Ayo Ibrahim is beaten for pace by the defender. A shot comes in, it's over the top of the bar. Well, that's as close as Holker have come to it. And he's given a corner. Atkinson must have got a touch to it. He's saying to the ref and the linesman, I didn't touch it. He didn't look to have touched it. So Holker have a corner which they really shouldn't have had. Ball's played into the middle. Cleared. Holker with another attempt from distance. And then their ball forward from Baines. Again, it just holds up in the air. Ridiculous distance. Brazell can't get on the end of it. Ayo Ibrahim will. Plays it down the left-hand side. Frankie Dettori wouldn't have got that if he was riding Shergar. Ball's out for a throw-in on the far side. Ball's headed forward by O'Brien. Here's Wharton. Gets it through to Greaves. O'Brien, offside flag goes up against O'Brien. Ball's put in the net by Tom Greaves, but unfortunately for Berry, it won't count. Goal kick to Holker Old Boys. Still goalless here at Rakesmoor Lane. Game being played in ferocious winds and a very sodden pitch. Stanway with the goal kick. Again, the ball just holds up in the wind. Here's Gilboy, can't get it under control. Holker will get it clear. Matty Williams does really well, and he's fouled there by McCracken. Very free kick. Jono Hunt. Hunt looking to take it just inside the Berry half. Looking for some movement up front. Goes forward looking for Greaves. Greaves is adjudged to have fouled Mellon. Bit of a strange one. Oh, brilliantly won back by Rowney. Welland does well for Holker. Get the ball down the left-hand side. Ball's out.
Ball out, and then it seemed to curve back in.
Yeah. Like that Roberto Carlos free kick. Had that much curve on it. Here's Hunt for Berry. Down the right-hand side, looking for Wharton. Gets it off his back. But McCracken finds Baines. Holker have the ball in midfield, play it forward, but Jimmy Moore's there to meet it. Brazell, edge of the centre circle, goes past the defender, has his run blocked by Watkin. That will be a Berry free kick. So another chance for Jono Hunt to get forward. Holker bringing virtually everybody back.
Patterson is going to act as the wall, if you could call it that.
Just in front of the keeper, Chris.
Rowney gets the free kick. It's headed away by the first man.
That needed a bit more height on it. O'Brien goes past one, goes past two, finds Wharton. Then Wharton is just outnumbered there, really, by the number of defenders that were back for Holker. Here's Rowney for Berwick. Gilboy, Williams, Gilboy again. Gilboy going over, and then he's just completely taken out there by Baines, and Baines will be going into the book for that, I'm sure. Yeah, referee Mr. Denton's reaching for his notebook there. That was pretty cynical, I thought, Adam.
Definitely. Stonewall yellow card, Morris. There's no case to be pleaded to the defence there.
Holker have a player who's getting up very gingerly there. I think it's the number 10 for Holker.
Yeah,
Hodgson. Yeah, he's got a bit of a limp on there. Danny O'Brien has come over to the right hand side to curl this ball in with his left foot. Holker have got everybody back behind the ball. O'Brien. Oh, no height on it again. Ball's popping away there. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. It was Ben Wharton with the shot, and a fabulous reaction save by the goalkeeper. Gets his palm to it, turns it away for a corner. Super save by the home goalkeeper. I thought that was goal bound.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Chris Rowney preparing to take this corner. Ayo Ibrahim, Hunt and Moore all on the edge of the 6-yard area. Ball comes in. It's cleared only as far as Gilboy. His shot is blocked. O'Brien plays it forward. It's helped on by Rowney. Offside flag goes up against Tom Greaves. And Greaves sportingly just stops one of the Holker players sliding into a pole. So we need yet another ball.
It's the Mellon, the captain for Holker, rallies his troops. It's back with Stanway. Stanway with the free kick from the offside.
Again, the ball just hangs in the air. It's headed forward. Rowney gets it forward. Ball's out for a Berry throw. Brazell over to take it quickly. Gives it to Matty Williams. Williams in, looked for Wharton. Wharton didn't look. He tried to feed it on there to O'Brien. Jimmy Moore just tidies up at the back. And then as the ball's launched forward by Jack Atkinson, it literally goes the full length of the pitch and out for a Holker goal kick. That fireworks display you were talking about at Woodbank earlier on is now sold out.
Right. Good afternoon to Danny Ashbury, who says he's listening from a calm and nippy Ratcliffe. Shout out to Steph, listening from his hospital bed. Steph, I hope everything is well.
Yeah, get well soon, Steph. Free kick given to Holker. And Ayo Ibrahim going to be spoken to by the referee. I think he's going to book him for that. Thanks to Ian McKernan and Tony Tremaine for the score updates in the Holker game. Still 3-1 to AFC Blackpool.
Yeah, I think that's probably a bit of a soft card for Ayo Ibrahim.
I think he's been quite lenient towards Holker.
I think it's one of them things, Morris. I think once he's he's given the first card. He's quite keen to give another.
Rami still 0-0. As the ball's played forward by Holker. Oh, well won back by Chris Rowney. He finds Greaves. Greaves looking for O'Brien down the left-hand side. There's a lot of pace on that ball, and quick as he is, Danny O'Brien can't get on the end of it, and it ball's out for a Holker throw. Quickly taken. Berry winning back though through O'Brien. O'Brien through on goal. Tried to play it across to Greaves, who was coming in on the edge of the 6-yard box, but the goalkeeper again does well. Berry having yet another corner.
Ratcliffe have turned it round against Mickleover. They now lead by 2-1 there.
Rowney with the corner. It's a deep one, and Wind again catches the ball as it flies through the air, and it carries it out behind the goal for a Holker goal kick. Stanway to get the game back underway again. Again the ball holds up in the wind, headed forward. Holker play it into the Berry half. Ball back from Jimmy Moore. Finds Atkinson, who clears. That's going to go out for a throw in to the hosts.
Just missed our commentary position there. Well saved by Ian Pearson. Away to our right.
I was going to stick my head on, but I've got my glasses on. I could have just headed that back. Little dinked header. Here's Jimmy Moore. O'Brien does well. Again, O'Brien clobbered off the ball. Ibrahim, referees played the advantage. Greaves, Wharton.
Brazil calling for it on the right, but that's cleared. As Wharton ends up on the deck. The pitch is certainly looking a lot different than when we arrived at just before 1:30, Morris.
It certainly is.
Holker looks come down the left.
Jimmy Moore did really well then, followed it all the way down. And he plays it forward, looking for Gilboy. Gilboy wrestles to the ground.
He's going to be off here. Surely. He's got to be off there. Referee shaking his head as Brazil and Rowney and
that's a clear yellow card. And that's his second effect, and he should be off. Baines, the Holker left back, should be getting his marching orders there.
Yeah, Ben Wharton is down. Looks like Liam McDevitt is going to come on to replace him. No idea how the referee can.
Because he has to send him off. I know we're in rugby earlier, but that's ridiculous, ref.
He should have been given his marching orders there.
That was a clear foul.
A clear booking, never mind.
Yeah, well, he almost rugby tackled him. He had his arm round his waist. Looks like Ben Wharton's afternoon is over. Physio's on, giving him some treatment, and Liam McDevitt is ready and waiting to come on to replace him, I think.
It looks like could add a bit of pace to the forward line, or add a bit more pace to the forward line, I should say. As Ben Wharton is replaced.
He's played really well today, Ben Wharton. I've got to say that when he made his debut, I was a bit thinking, he didn't really do a great deal on his debut, but as he's got used to playing within the setup of the team, he's just become so impressive.
Liam McDevitt on in his place. Danny O'Brien going to take the free kick. So O'Brien gets that in, but that's headed away again by the first man. It's fallen to Brazil though. on the edge of the area. He's put that out to Moore, who's on the left-hand side. He's muscled off the ball there. He's Jimmy Moore, and Moore looks to recover it. And Brizel's picked it up on the left-hand side. Big chance here for Berry. Cut back to Ao Ibrahim on the edge of the box. Shot comes in. That's blocked. Liam McDevitt with the second opportunity. And there's Jono Hunt, but that's saved. And there's Tom Greaves to finish. Oh, sorry, it's Danny O'Brien, in fact, that clears that one over. And about 8 Holker players around the referee there. We thought Jimmy Moore made a foul in the earlier passage of play, so a new ball is required. Not too sure how many we've been through this afternoon.
That's got to be at least 10, at least.
Well, I think they have come back.
Yeah, they've come back, but yeah.
Stanway in the Holker goal. He's going to take this kick.
Adam McWilliam and Sam Olumbayi out for a warm-up as well, as Gilboy's dispossessed. Ball played out towards the right-hand side. Ibrahim does really well. Atkinson clears down pitch, and again that ball just skips up off the pitch and
just wide there.
I did say at half-time, you know, that Jack Atkinson, this is, if he's ever going to score a goal, this is going to be the game he's going to do it in. Stanway to take the goal kick for Holker.
Stanway taking his time. Fan away to our right, making it clear that he thinks he's time wasting.
Ball's returned pretty quickly there. Matty Williams will take the throw for Berry. Looking for Greaves. Greaves flicks it on, and then
Devitt's fouled on the edge of the area there.
Referee said it's not a foul.
Referee not interested. There's
some wind turbines up on those fells. I bet they're going round like Billy Orton this afternoon. Again, the goal kick goes straight out of play for a Berry throw in.
I think it went up and over the stand and straight into the car park there.
Here's Rowney. Gilboy inside the area. Ball swept away from his toes. Baines gets the ball forward. Another Berry throw. If we can get a ball back. Tom Greaves retrieves a ball from the crowd. And, Matty Williams will take this throw in on the near side. Looking for McDevitt on the edge of the area. Nice little layoff to Greaves. Greaves with a shot, but it's blocked. McDevitt inside the area. Does well, holds his man off. Just sees the ball out for a Berry throw. Right down by the corner flag, away to our right. The wind continues to blow down the length of this pitch here at Rakesmoor Lane, where it's still Berry 0, Holker Old Boys 0. Another Berry throw, again pretty much from the same place that the last one was. Here's McDevitt, turns his man, wins a corner this time.
Berry loading, looks like they're going to load the box here as Chris Rowney is going to go back with Matty Williams, and
So it's going to be. Is it going to be a throw or a corner?
No, it's going to be O'Brien to take the corner.
Yeah,
on the near
O'Brien's
side.
going to hook this one in with his left foot. In it comes, and the wind's just carried it straight out of play. I think the thing to do with that is to aim towards the edge of the penalty area and let the wind carry it towards the goal.
Yeah, it's a difficult. It's there you can see the wind. Obviously, as you saw there, Morris, with the corner from O'Brien, it's in out. Stanway is.
It didn't even reach the edge of the front edge of the 6-yard box.
Yeah, Stanway is. Yeah, Stanway is going to take the goal kick, albeit very slowly.
Harry Brazell with a good header forward. McDevitt. And McDevitt is adjudged to have just caught one of the. He's got cramp, one of the players that's gone down. I think this is a bit of time wasting by
Well,
Holker.
I don't know. He doesn't look. He looks in some discomfort. Does the Holker player? Either that, or he's been to acting school.
He's still breathing. He'll be right.
Well, the Holker captain has certainly gained a good 5 yards with that, and another couple of yards. The free kick is low from Holker, and Ayo Ibrahim is going to be able to come away with it. Off your mate to Ayo as a left back.
That's a great ball.
Very come forward on the left hand side, but it is out of play.
Again, it's a combination of the wind, the slick pitch. It just took the ball away from O'Brien there.
Off your mate to Ayo Ibrahim as a left back, Morris.
He's done all right. You know, I think he was a bit unlucky to be yellow carded, but he's done okay. Again, the ball hangs up in the wind. Berry get on the edge of it, and McDevitt was waiting for the ball rather than going towards it. But here is Lewis Gilboy. He's got 4 men around him. He goes past one, goes past two, can't get past the third.
4 around him. Where's the space?
And then Gilboy absolutely clattered there by McCracken. Gets straight back up though. Throw-in's taken quickly. Here is Gilboy. And can't control the ball. Just runs away from him, and it's out for a Holker throw right down by the corner flag. And then launch forward, but again the wind just carries the ball out of play.
Off the stand and into the car park. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Still 0-0. So Williams has this Berry throwing on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, I should say, just to the right of our commentary position. Brazell has put that one down the line. But, it's back with Moore now. Moore to Hunt. Back to Moore. Into the path of Brazell.
Good ball that by Jimmy Moore. Brazell turns full 360 and then just loses play.
A great challenge there from Jim Moore, but the ball ran away from him, and Holker coming down the left-hand side. Shot comes in, and that's...
well, the wind's just carried that about 15 yards wide of Jack Atkinson's left-hand post. Still goalless here at Rakesmoor Lane as McDevitt turns away well from his man down the left-hand side, bursting at pace, left-hand side of the area, tries to pull the back towards Gilboy, and Baines, who shouldn't be on the pitch, gets it half clear but not full. Here's O'Brien, his attempted shot is blocked. Jimmy Moore having to hair across the pitch to stop Dawson from getting away. Does so, but at the expense of a throw-in to the home side. Throw-in eventually taken by Baines. Ball's played back to Mellon. Forward. Baines again, left-hand side for Holker. Plays it forward, but Berry defend well. Get the ball away to Gilboy.
Still in, Liner! Oh, come on, Liner! Liner is going to all go out!
I think the linesman got that one wrong. I don't think that ball had got out.
Stanway is taking his time. I think the referee's just signalled there to the Holker players that he has stopped his watch.
Where's he going with that, ref?
Throw in taken. Holker tried to work the ball forward, but Ibrahim's there. Gets the ball away. Only as far as Amison. He tries to play it, but it's well cut out by Ibrahim. Ball forward looking for McDevitt, who's cleared. Holker in possession. To Brownlee wins it back. Ball forward again looking for McDevitt, and another foul. I think there's another yellow card coming here. It will be a free kick to Berry just inside our own half.
It's the player manager
Kevin Watkins.
Kevin Watkins that's going in the book here.
Ibrahim. Williams plays the ball forward looking for Greaves. Greaves is offside. I don't think Tom's too impressed with the linesman's decision.
I wasn't too sure about it myself, to be honest with you, Morris.
Picking on him now, Liner. Barrow were on television, so they'll be all dashing up.
Stanway to take the free kick just outside the area. Ball goes back about 10 yards in the air. And McDevitt's got the beating of the defender and has his inside the area. Liam McDevitt goes round. Oh, well saved by Stanway.
Stanway's
He's
nice.
it.
Oh, it's just wide.
Well, now Stanway's gone down with cramp. But when McDevitt went round the keeper, I thought he was just going to slot it home. But it was good defending by Holker.
Looks like Adam McWilliam is being prepared to enter the pitch. I assume that'll be at the expense of either O'Brien or Gilboy, Morris.
I would probably take O'Brien off. Here is Gilboy. He's just has the ball nicked off his toe, and the ball smashed clear by Watkin. Out for a Berry throw.
We're going to see this. We're going to see a Holker change as well. It's Patterson that is being replaced.
He's been their best player for me, Patterson. He's really struggled a bit in this second half, but I think anyone playing into this win, which I think has actually got worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Would struggle to keep the ball in these conditions.
It's Foster, the number 15 for Holker that he's on. Adam McWilliam not coming on just yet. Matty Williams is going to take this throw in. Greaves back to Williams, across towards McDevitt on the edge of the area. That's
you notice as soon as Gilboy's anywhere near the ball, they're putting 2 defenders on him every single time now.
You can see the Bury fans jumping up and down behind the goal there.
There's one brave soul behind the goal in shorts.
Adam Woodward there.
Oh, lovely play by Gilboy. Gets the ball into the middle. It's headed clear. Picked up by Williams. Williams with another ball into the middle, and it's out for a Bury corner.
Buxton have taken the lead at York in the FA Cup in the 85th minute. Radcliffe have added a third against Mickleover. That's now 3-1. Rammy against 1874 North, which is still 0-0, as is this game here. Corner comes in deep towards the back post.
Holker will smuggle it away through Dawson, but he's stopped in his tracks. O'Brien does well. Good run down the left hand side by O'Brien. That should be a Bury throw, and it is. Quickly taken in towards McDevitt on the left hand side of the area, but he's dispossessed. Holker get the ball forward, but it's only as far as Ibrahim. Ibrahim goes past one, goes past two, finds McDevitt. McDevitt trying to weave some magic in the centre of the pitch, but can't get the ball away, and the ball's played down the left hand side and goes out for a Bury throw.
Looks like Adam McWilliam has put his coat back on, but you can still see the sub-board has been lit, but it's going to be Holker that's going to make the next change. Apologies, it was Collins that came on and not Foster. It looks like it's going to be McGladdery to be replaced as he hobbles off.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be 15. Foster to come on.
Yeah, the number 8 has gone off, which is William McGladdery.
Foster takes up his position on this near side. McDevitt into the path of Gilboy. Gilboy is looking to get past the defenders there, but they're going to shield that out, and that's going to be a corner to Bury.
Really well played again by Lewis Gilboy. He's definitely been the danger man for Bury all throughout the game. He's certainly getting my man of the match vote.
It is going to be Chris Rowney to take the corner on this near side. Corner comes in towards Jimmy Moore. Shouts a handball. Brizell, as it's bubbling around in the edge of the area there. McDevitt looking to get it out of his feet, as is Gilboy. McDevitt fouled there, and he could get booked for simulation there.
I thought he was caught. Well, I can't. Yeah, he'd no need to do that. No need to dive in that position because he had possession of the ball.
And booked for simulation there. Liam McDevitt. Stanway going to take the free kick. Brizell looked to get his head on it there. High foot against Watkin appeals. O'Brien's clattered to the ground there, and Hodgson has he slipped over as well. O'Brien is still down for Bury, as John O'Hunt does well to get that clear out of the path of Foster.
Corner to the home side.
O'Brien is back up as he looks to defend.
Bury have got to make sure that they're fully switched on here. We don't want to be conceding a goal at this late stage.
All right, a minute to go. Corner was going to be taken short, but the short man moves back into the area. Corner comes in, that's cleared. Well, cleared by, I think that was Matty Williams. McDevitt.
Well, McDevitt adjudged to a foul. Baines there.
I'm not sure about that. It was a bit of
I thought he'd turned him. Thought he'd turned him well.
bit of a 50-50 to be honest, Morris. Into stoppage time.
Mellon with the free kick, goes down the left hand side, balls
Out of
straight
play.
out of play. Very throw. Quickly taken, headed forward by Mellon. Brazell. Williams gets the ball forward looking for O'Brien, but it's cut out. Played down the right hand side for Holker. They're forced back into their own half though. Good tackle by Rowney. Long ball forward. Williams with a really good header, and he'll get on the end of his own ball. Matty Williams strides forward, plays it into the middle, looking for Greaves, but it's cleared only as far as Rowney. Rowney dispossessed. Hunt wins it back. Williams looking for Gilboy, can't find him. Hunt again.
Ibrahim's screaming for the ball on the far side, but Holker are in possession. Rowney does beautifully there.
And Chris Rowney is going to be booked.
He's having a shocker here, this referee.
Yeah, and Chris Rowney's just accepted. I think he knows that this referee's a bit card happy.
Well, we saw first card on the hour mark, and we've seen one after the other. A further four after that.
But he missed the second one on Baines, which would have seen the left back sent off.
I was going to say, the time between Baines' first and second offence was just 8 minutes.
Holker have got a throw in inside the Bury half, left hand side.
Heading towards the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Bury look to clear, and they do.
Gilboy.
That's full
The
time.
referee